The number one pick overall in the NFL 1997 NFL draft with the St. Louis Rams, which eventually became the Los Angeles Rams, chose Orlando Pace, tackle from Ohio State. I believe he was like on a Hall of Fame trajectory, considered one of the greatest tackles of his period. And then he got his eye poked, I believe, very severe eye damage. I think I remember seeing him play in the Tampa Bay area when I was in high school. If that's possible. I definitely remember hearing his name before he went to even to college. I think he's from Florida. I could look that up. Oakland Raiders, Daryl Russell, defensive tackle of Southern California. Seattle Seahawks, the number 3 pick overall, Sean Springs, defensive back, Ohio State. Baltimore Ravens, Peter Bulwer, defensive end, Florida State. Detroit Lions took Bryant Westbrook, defensive back, Texas. Seattle Seahawks with 2 picks in the first round, the first top 10 picks. Actually, they had 3 and number 6. Walter Jones, tackle, Florida State. New York Giants, Ike Hillard, wide receiver, Florida. Definitely had an amazing career. Not sure if you're in the Hall of Fame, but definitely borderline if you're not in. New York Jets, James Farrier, linebacker, Virginia. Arizona Cardinals, Tommy Knight, defensive back, Iowa. New Orleans Saints, Chris Naoli, guard, Colorado. Atlanta Falcons at number 11 with Michael Booker, defensive back, Nebraska. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, work done. Very good career, amazing career. Also played with the Atlanta Falcons, I believe. Running back, Florida State, famously built homes for poor people. I believe grew up like in like youth homes and stuff like that. Had a very tough early childhood. Known to be a very good guy. Of course, saw him because I grew up in Tampa, but by '96 I was graduated university. Number 13, Cincinnati Chiefs. Tony Gonzalez, tight end, California. I believe you have the all-time receiving record for tight end. Hall of Fame career. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I know you went to the Super Bowl with the Falcons, the team that famously or infamously lost to the New England Patriots. But had an amazing career, considered one of the top 5 GOAT tight ends. Cincinnati Bengals, Ronald Wilson, linebacker, Florida State. Miami Dolphins, Yatel Green, wide receiver, University of Miami, Florida. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Rydell Anthony, wide receiver, Florida. It's going for these wide receivers. Very difficult to draft them in the first round, as we come to learn. Washington, now called Commanders, Kennard Lang, defensive end, University of Miami, Florida. Tennessee Oilers, so that was the Houston Oilers, and now they're not called are they called the Oilers? No, it's called the Titans now. Kenny Holmes, defensive end, University of Miami, Florida. Wow, so you guys must have had a good good college the year before. There's like 3 players taken from University of Florida. The U, had some periods where they had some amazing college teams. Now, number 19, Indianapolis Colts, Tariq Glenn, tackle, California. Minnesota Vikings at number 20, Dwayne Rudd, linebacker, Alabama. Jacksonville Jaguars, Ronaldo Wynn, defensive tackle, Notre Dame. Dallas Cowboys at number 22, David LaFleur, tight end, Louisiana State. Buffalo Bills, Antoine Smith, running back, Houston. 24, Pittsburgh Steelers, Chad Scott, defensive back, Maryland. Philadelphia Eagles, John Harris, defensive end, Virginia. San Francisco 49ers, Jim Druckenmiller, quarterback, Virginia Tech. So we've seen a few drafts where there wasn't quarterbacks really taken in the high, for sure, not in the high first rounds, not the number 1 overall pick in many, many years. And here this is all the way down at 26, Jim Druckenmiller, quarterback from Virginia Tech. Didn't have a notable NFL career. I mean, you were drafted in the first round, so good job there, Jim. 27, Carolina Panthers, Ray Caruth, wide receiver, Colorado. Definitely remember seeing you play, hearing about you. Denver Broncos, Trevor Price, defensive tackle, Clemson. New England Patriots, Chris Canty, defensive back, Kansas State. Is this the same Chris Canty who's on television on ESPN? Green Bay Packers at number 30, Ross Verba, tackle, Iowa. New York Jets, Rick Terry, defensive tackle, North Carolina. And Atlanta Falcons with a 32nd pick in the first round. And Nathan Davis, Indiana, defensive end. So we have Orlando Pace, believe you're in the Hall of Fame or borderline Hall of Fame. Ike Hillard. Tony Gonzalez for sure is in the Hall of Fame. So we definitely have one 100% slam dunk one with Tony Gonzalez. And I believe, as I mentioned, at least two more. I would have to look those up later. Eventually, I will get to that to correct myself and make let's say correction videos. But for now, that's the 997 draft. Bye.